Hello, my name is Aaron Claiborne with Wisconsin Voices for Recovery, and today I have Keegan with me to share his experience about stigma. How you doing, Keegan?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, Aaron?
I'm doing well. Um, so now I'd like to ask you a couple questions about stigma. First being, how does stigma harm people seeking or in recovery? And also I'd like to ask, how does stigma against people perpetuate substance use disorder?
Yeah, so the way that I really see stigma and the ways that I think um, people experience it, myself included, is stigma in these biases and assumptions about people who struggle with substance use. It really pushes them away instead of really bringing them in. It pushes them away at a point where they need support and they need people to bring them in, and these assumptions are harmful to them because it does push them away. One example of this is we internalize stigmas, and so I myself and I believe many people who struggle with substance use disorder have these assumptions within themselves that tell them that it's not okay to be struggling with this, and that uh, they're they're wrong for struggling with this. Something about them is faulty, and it makes it hard to reach out and try to get the help that you need when you have these underlying biases against yourself. And then you know that other people have these biases against you as well. So it's really this dividing factor within our entire society, but also within you yourself as a person who's struggling with this. And it makes it hard to even admit that you're struggling with something because it's not viewed as socially acceptable. And so we're at this crux where there's people that need this help and we're pushing them away. And how are they supposed to cope with that if the normal way that we cope is by having friends and family support us? You're going to turn to the thing that you have. So this is why it really perpetuates the substance use disorder, because um, most of us, our entire lives are based around having relationships with people and feeling like you're meaningful to other people in the world. And if you lose that, uh, you've got to find something to replace that feeling. And I feel that's why this stigma and this dividing of people even within themselves is so harmful, is because it makes it hard to admit to yourself and to others, but also when others are not willing or they see you as faulty and wrong, um, it's hard to then even go and get the help that they're telling you that you need.
Very good, Keegan. Very good. I totally agree with you, man. There are so many deterrents in the way due to stigma. Um, uh, Thanks for taking the time to share your experience. Is there anything you'd like to share? Any final thoughts in our last minute or so?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing, I did my undergrad in kinesiology, and we did a lot of studying around shaming for people who we consider are overweight. And one of the things was that shaming doesn't work. Um, it it usually only makes the problem worse. And again, that's just pushing people away. And if shaming worked, there wouldn't be a person in the world with substance use disorder, because there's so much shame around it. And so if you have somebody in your life that struggles, I'd urge you to reconsider your thought process and how you communicate with them, because shaming isn't going to be the answer that gets the person the help they need.
Thank you very much. I agree with you on that point also. All right, please check back with us for more of our stigma interviews and have a good rest of your day. Keegan, again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.